Welcome everyone to a clan civil war battle between Complex Slayer as the Beastmen versus Forpoland as the Vampire Coast. This match took place on Eschen for the Battle of Chaos and Death. So over here on the left hand flank for the Death, we are going to have 2 units of the fast scurvy dogs. 95 speed, very good here at cleaning up crew at the end of the battle. 4 units of the terror-causing and ethereal sirens, 2 on either flank with that really nice charmed ability. 5 units of the deckhand mobs in the front line, good meat sacks here to really protect, to get the damage with the more important units. So the elite depth guard, the Berserker Axe infantry here in the back line with the hunger and the frenzy, going to be very nice there with that armor and that 71 weapon strength. A single unit of the polearms here for the anti-large and armor piercing, and for the hero core, the double gunnery whites. Here with those armor piercing shots, and the scab scrath going to make them good up against all that infantry and those armored monsters. So Count Noculus as the Lord choice, he will be having the Captain's Wrath Moondial, the Wrathstorm, Arcane Conduit, Invocation of Nehek, Drown Dead, the Hunger, and the Curse of Undeath. So, a really nice pick here from the Beastmen. We are going to be having the Sons of Goros. So, the ROR Centaurs with great weapons, but most importantly, they will be having magic damage. That is something we really suffer here with the Beastmen, and it's not very widely available. Now, they also do have Guardian, which is a nice ability on top, and that Rowdy for that perfect vigor. In the front line, we are going to have 4 units here of the Ungor Spearmen for the anti-large, and 4 units of the axe-wielding Ungor herds as well. On the sides, we are going to have 5 units of the Ungor Raiders in the middle pocket and the flanks, and 2 units here of the Harpies to really deal with all flying forces. On the floor, we are going to be having the triple Gorbals. So here, all with Slaughter's Call. I'm not really too sure why there was Slaughter's Call on every single model, as it is a 40-meter radius buff. Therefore, just one of them having it would help for all of them. I think they're a little bit inefficient, but of course, each one of them having it means if you do lose one, you're still at least going to have one that has Slaughter's Call. But we will have the Rune Tortured Axes, the Blood Beast, and the Brass Body here for Torox, the Brass Bull. Here with those flaming axes and that armor piercing, he's going to be a very strong choice here today. So as you can see, Beastmen doing what they do best. They're going to be vanguarding straight into the melee conquest here in the front line up against these zombies. They're going to be cleaning out crew, and this is where the Sirens will really shine through. They're very good at just dealing with all this frontline cheap infantry. There with that terror for the negative 21 leadership, also coming in with that 75% physical resistance, is really going to aid them here in the front line. But of course, we are going to be shooting here with the Ungor Raiders. A nice explosion here, the triple going in the back up against that Gunnery White. Now, he does have armor piercing on his melee stat, but of course here, doesn't really want to be taking on 3 Gorbals, especially the Brass Bull himself. In the back, we are going to be having Count Noculus moving in, trying to see if he can duel up against one of these Gorbals. Now, we do have the polearms in as well. They'll do a lot of damage here, and having just one Siren in the back is very, very handy. The reason being, it is going to give that charmed ability here, which gives that -9 or negative now 10 melee attack. In the middle, we do actually have 1 Gorbal up against 1 Gunnery with Invocation of Nehek. But here, it looks like Torox is going to be charging to the back line. Looks like we have an overcasted summon here for the Gunnery mob. So we are going to get those nice guns in the back that can fire up against these Gorbals. Now, on the flank, a really nice pickup here. 2 units of the Harpies are going to catch these Scurvy Dogs. Now, they should win here pretty handedly. 44 weapon strength here up against 22 from the Scurvy Dogs. So a great pickup there from Complex. In the back, we are going to get some Ungors back, and hopefully we can get into the front line, as we have started to get some backline pressure here from these Sirens. Taking care of the Ungor Raiders is going to be really important here for the victory for the Vampire Coast. In the front, we can see both the Gunnery Crabs are in the middle. They are solo. They are without any support. They are going to be going down here to torch the Brass Bull. 500 armor-piercing weapon strength is absolutely no joke. A combat roll here. Multiple combat rolls in the middle up against these Gunnery Crabs. And as you can see here, the Gorbals really aiding in the front here, just deleting these Gunnery Crabs. So much damage on both. They're such a good triple threat here. Of course, no winds and magic, but having 3 Gorbals, including the Brass Bull, is so much armor-piercing to deal with. Now, one is going to go down for 1 crab, but we're nearly down with the second one as well. But of course, we're very weak with the other Gorbal. We only have healing here for the side of the Vampire Pirates. So of course, once they do go down here from the Gunnery Whites, it's going to be all good news for the Beastmen. And so we are going to have some zombies still shooting in the back and some zombies shooting in the front now as well. They're going to be pouring fire here into Torch the Brass Bull, and rightly so. In the front, we have some axe-wielding Ungors in the middle, trying to fight up against those Deccan mobs with those cutlasses. In the back, we are going to have the anti-large and armor-piercing Deccan polearms beating apart these Ungors, terrifying in the pocket thanks to those sirens. Both the gunnery crabs are going to go down, so now it is just going to be Count Noculus up against a Gorbul and Taurox the Brass Bull. Looks like in the back we actually have the Sons of Goros. If we can actually remove some of the sirens here in the middle pocket, we're going to be really weak here and exposed with Count Noculus. Now, Noculus is going to go and try and see if he can find Taurox. I don't know if this is a wise decision. He does have 60 melee defense, anti-large and armor piercing, but of course he's no Cage list, but Taurox will certainly take him to town. 78 melee attack should really aid in removing him. Nice rear charges here from the Harpies, and in the back, we can see the back line is starting to come back. We have the Sirens going to get pushed out here by the Ungor herds, but we still have 3 of the Ungor Raiders online. The third Gorbul is going to be coming back into middle, but we still have that elite depth guard ready to go. Of course, for that hunger, they will be healing as they fight. Ungors now pouring in from the sides, and in the middle, we do see, unfortunately, Count Noculus here is going to be losing. Look at those axes going off here in the middle. Unfortunately here, not going to be standing too much chance is going to be Count Noculus. He's going to be fighting, and look at the size of Taurox up against the measly Count Noculus. He's going to be trying his best here in the middle. He is going to be wavering -7 leadership. He is going to be dying over time. Of course, he has the hunger, so he can heal, but it's not looking great. Sirens in the back. We really need those Sons of Goros here. We have managed to shatter one of the Gorbuls, so great win there for the Vampire Pirates. But of course, balance of power is in the Beastmen favour. 2 units of the Broken Raiders are going to be getting charged off, but we still have 2 online. But the third here should be getting taken care of, but we should be able to get some shots into the front. Sons of Goros need to come over and see if they can screen a little bit here for their raiders, but it looks like they have more important duties over here on the right. Going down in the middle, looks like we have lost Count Noculus now. Looks like we have Taurox the Brass Bull fighting up against Sirens. One of the Gorbuls, not very healthy here, 448 health for him, but he's going to be fighting in the middle. Polearms will go down, and they'll be the last unit here to take out the big duo. On the right, wavering here and dying over time. Death Guard down to only 9 models, not 195 health. The rest are dying over time. They are charging a lot of the infantry off, but it looks like it is going to be a win here for the Beastmen. A great battle here coming for a first time from Complex Slayer on the channel, and of course returning the awesome Forpoland. A great battle here. I really did enjoy that one. I think here a little bit inefficient from the side of Complex. I think having Slaughter's Call in all 3 of these was perhaps not ideal, but at the same time, you probably could have dropped 2 of them and maybe invested in some, maybe a little bit of a better front line, perhaps. But well played to Forpoland, really up against it there. I think this is a tough one for the Vampirates. 930 for Count Noculus. We got 900 and 1,000 for the Gunnery Whites. We got 250, 250, 360, 230, and 275 for the Deccan mobs. So coming in at about 300 cost. Yeah, pretty much they're doing pretty well there for themselves, actually. Polearms at 500, comfortably gaining some extra. 470, 340, 148 kills for 800, and 480 as well. I think 1 Siren only needed to hang around the back. The other 3 really needed to push there and start getting rid of all that infantry. 138 kills, 500 for the Depth Guard, and for the Scurvy Dogs, 185 and 255. Unfortunately, the Scurvy Dogs getting caught. A nice play there by Complex, catching them out with those Harpies from the sky. So good work there. Got 66 kills, 3,266 for Taurox the Brass Bull. This man is an absolute beast at the moment. But we've got 606 and 1,680 for the Gorbulls. Great triple threat there, almost impossible for the Vampirates to deal with. We got 206, 147, 190, and 160 for the Spearmen. For the Axes, we got 260, 350, 190, and 250 as well. For the Raiders, 260, 350, 470, 380, and 520. So 147 kills, 1,156 for the Sons of Goros. Of course, no Winter Magic, but still having the magic damage from the Sons of Goros was very, very handy indeed. We can see 468 and 560 from the Harpies with some really, really nice mobility play. So what a great game here between these two. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Drop a comment down below about what you thought as well. If you are new here, I would appreciate you guys subscribing. It really, really does help the channel. And if you're new, go down into that description and check out all my other social media platforms. If you are new, most importantly, do check out that Discord. Now, the reason you want to check out that Discord, you can see all of my single player and my multiplayer content. You can join all of my leagues and all my tournaments, and you can post a replay in there just like this one for me to cast in the future. But other than that, I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourself during these times, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care.